Yes, it is the end of another week, and we're looking at Psalm 39. I said, I will watch my ways and keep my tongue from sin. I will put a muzzle on my mouth as long as the wicked are in my presence. But when I was silent and still, not even saying anything good, my anguish increased. My heart grew hot within me, and as I meditated, the fire burned. Then I spoke with my tongue. David resolved to keep his tongue from sin. That is, he decided not to complain to other people about God's treatment of him. David may have had reason to complain. He was the anointed king, but he had to wait years, decades, before taking the throne. Then one of his sons tried to kill him and become king instead. But when David could not keep still any longer, he took his complaints directly to God. We all have complaints about our life, our job, our money, our situation, but complaining to others may make them think that God cannot take care of us. Instead, like David, we should take our complaints directly to God. Verse 4 says, "Show me, O Lord, my life's end and the number of my days. Let me know how fleeting is my life. You may have made my days a mere handbreadth. The span of my years is nothing before you. Each man's life is but a breath. Man is a mere phantom as he goes to and fro. He bustles about, but only in vain. He heaps up wealth, not knowing who will get it." Life is short, no matter how long we might live. If we have something important we want to do, we should do it and not wait for a better day in the future. Ask yourself, if I only had 6 months to live, what would I do? Tell someone that I love him or her? Deal with an undisciplined area of my life? Tell someone about Jesus? Because life is short, don't neglect what is truly important. Alternatively, try the rocking chair test. If you're 90 years old sitting on your chair reflecting on life, what would you have been disappointed to have missed out on? The brevity of life is a theme throughout the books of Psalms, Proverbs and Ecclesiastes. Ironically, people spend so much of their time securing their lives here on earth, but take little thought about where they will spend eternity. David realised that amassing riches and busily accomplishing worldly tasks would make no difference in eternity. Few people understand that their only hope is the Lord. "But now, Lord," he says in verse 7, "what do I look for? My hope is in you. Save me from all my transgressions. Do not make me scorn the scorn of fools." We begin with David the sinner and listen to his prayer for forgiveness. Like every truly convicted sinner, his mouth has been stopped and he admitted his guilt before God. We don't know the particular sins that he was talking about, but we don't need to know. We do know that God listens to the cry of the brokenhearted and forgives when we confess. And so we need to cry out to God, reach out to God and confess to him. Verse 12 says, "Hear my prayer, O Lord, listen to my cry for help. Be not deaf to my weeping, for I dwell with you as an alien, a stranger, as all my fathers were. Look away from me, that I might rejoice again before I depart and am no more." And finally, David prays for God's direction and makes his pilgrim way through life with all the joys and sorrows. John Bunyan called this world Vanity Fair, and David reminds us that as God's people we are aliens and strangers in this world. We're not strangers to God, however. He knows us as his children. He hears our prayers and he seeks our tears. Well, enjoy the weekend. Remember, we are sharing communion in church this weekend. If you're watching at home, please be prepared so that you might join with us. Bye for now.